today, before I head to the gym, I want to talk to y'all about how some people are after breakups, or just in general. After usually a breakup, these type of people will say, like, I should have listened to everybody, you ain't shit, blah blah blah, I was hurt so bad, and blah blah blah. The reason why I say they're narcissistic is because they don't consider that maybe you was hurt by them. They act like they was the only person that put up with some shit in a relationship. Like they never put you through anything. Like they never thought of, like you never thought about leaving them, or like somebody never told you maybe you should leave them alone, or like you never rejected people and still stayed with them, and as if you didn't have to be faithful to them, as if you was just standing there and you didn't put some of your life on the line and all this and all that. They will also threaten you, I should do this to you, I should do this to your property or whatever. A person who really cared about you would not do that. Doesn't matter if they hurt. I don't understand why some people act like when you're in a relationship with somebody, like they're the only one that was hurt, or they're the only one that's disappointed, or they're the only one that doesn't feel angry about it. Narcissistic people, what they'll do is they'll try to break shit of yours, take shit back of yours, and things like that. Because at the end of the day, they only care about themselves. So the stuff they did for you, or stuff they said to you, good things they say to you and stuff like that, there's always a motive behind it. Like, oh, I care about you so much, or you're so special, or this or that. A lot of times the reason why they're saying that is because they're trying to get something out of you or something. It's not something they meant. And that's why you get a lot of them people who will say that they love you so much, or this or that, and then if something happens between y'all, or they don't get their way or something, you're the worst person on earth, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But some of them just want to steal your joy. So they act like when the breakup happens, they act like you not going through shit. Like it just didn't matter to you or something. So a lot of them, what they'll do is they'll come and try to steal your joy and say that you ain't shit and all that. You know what I mean? They don't want to ever look at their self and see the things they done wrong. The person that is not saying that you ain't shit and all these other things, obviously that person understands that maybe this person ain't really that good, but you know what? I'm going to focus on what I did wrong versus trying to shame and blame the other person constantly. See, a person like that, they're going to tell you, oh, I'm going to do better. One day you're going to regret this, or I'm going to do so much better and all that. I'm here to tell y'all right now, if a person is constantly blaming the person they broke up with, instead of looking at themselves, they ain't going to do no better. Because everything they see and everything how they feel about shit is always somebody else's fault. It's never them looking at themselves. They always point the blame. Some of them use it as shaming tactics. Some of them do it to see if they can get you emotionally aroused, or see if you care or something like that. And then they wonder why a lot of times that a person will ignore them, or why a person is okay with leaving them alone and don't give a fuck. The narcissistic people will never look at what they did wrong. It's always about what you did wrong. A narcissistic person can cheat on you, come back, and then get mad because you're not sure if you should trust them yet. So you kind of like, maybe you don't really fuck with nobody else, but you just socialize with people. A narcissistic person will ignore everything they did to you. You know, that don't matter. That don't count to them. Nah, that don't count. Only that shit. So if you didn't take me back after I cheat on you, I'm going to be mad at everything you did to me, even though we are not together and I cheated on you. Instead of the narcissistic person saying, you know what, I'm lucky this person is even thinking about giving me another chance. I messed with some other person. I left them for somebody else. They don't do that. They look at everything you do. They don't look at what they do. Why? Because they don't care about nobody but themselves, y'all. And the problem with a lot of y'all is Y'all don't understand that narcissistic people, they can be attractive. You might be very attracted to them. You might have a very good connection with them. They might have good sex, etc., etc. That does not change the fact that they're narcissistic. A person who is not narcissistic is not going to say, give me back what I bought from you. I'm gonna beat this girl up, or I'm gonna bust out her windows, or she ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. People who are not narcissistic, they don't do that. They just don't, man, because it's not, they understand that they need to improve themselves, and they also, like, they actually cared about the person. If you actually cared about somebody you was with, I don't care how mad you mad at them at the time, or how much you feel you hate them or whatever, you are not going to say that they ain't shit, I wish you would die, I'll come bust out your windows, or you don't do that. You just don't. I've seen where I was with a woman and she was talking to another guy, and I'm pretty sure something happened to my car because of that guy. Did I run in that girl's house or you know, all this other shit? No, I just quietly left, like, fuck it. I don't even care. Why should you care? Why should you care? Did I say give me back this or give me back that? No. No matter how much you do for a narcissistic person, it's never going to be enough, man. They're always going to blame you for everything, and it's never going to be enough because they are not happy themselves, or maybe they are happy themselves, which I doubt, but even if they was, they only care about them. They don't care about nobody else, man. They just don't. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, if I was with a girlfriend right now, these people are so toxic and sickening. Like I said, though, you're right about that, but guess what? Anybody could be toxic. See, but the difference is this. A narcissistic person does not look and see, oh, maybe I am a little toxic. They don't consider. They only look at you. Instead of looking at them, sometimes they don't do that. I don't feel I'm a narcissistic person, but does that mean that I can't be a toxic person? Of course I can. But if you are narcissistic, you're not going to admit that. You're always going to push the blame off of somebody else. It's just better that way. I don't want to take accountable for nothing I did. So let's say I cheated on a girl, right? Let's say I cheated on a girl, and then let's say I went and got with another girl and came back to the girl, and that girl was nice enough to let me back. But she's like, I mean, I don't really trust him yet. I want to be with him again, but you know, I'm gonna take it a little slow, and some things he's doing, it doesn't seem right, so let me just keep socializing with other people. Now, I'd be narcissistic if I'd be like, oh no, you wrong, and fuck you, and this or that. For one, the girl never said she got back with me, right? For two, it's on her terms. I'm the one that left her. So I have to go by her terms if she decides to take me back. And how can I look at what she's doing, that little petty shit, and ignore all the shit I did to her? Ignore how I made her feel. Y'all see how that works? That's how narcissistic people is. They'll disregard how I made her feel. That don't matter. Nah, that don't matter. Just how you made me feel. That's all that matters. You made me feel bad. I don't give a fuck how I made you feel. You see how they are? They only care about themselves. They don't care about your feelings, man. And that's why some men, like y'all women, y'all nice to them. This is why they fucking this girl and that girl and that girl. They are narcissistic people. They don't care about your feelings. They just don't, man. And ain't nothing you could do about it but leave them alone, man. But then if you do that, the same narcissistic people, now they got a shame tactic for that. They're going to start shaming you because you are strong enough to say, fuck it. Why do I want to deal with that every day? Some of them are only doing that to get you in the, to disrupt your peace. Let me fuck with him. They probably laughing behind the phone like, I'm going to say this to him or her. Laughing right behind the phone at what they say. Trying to shit test you and shit. This is what people do. Y'all think it's not, y'all think this is a lie. It's not a lie. I know it's disgusting to know that people are like this, but they are, man. If you ever dealt with a narcissistic, then you know they use trauma boundaries to get stuck in. I'm not sure what you're saying. Hard to read while I'm driving. So like man, just be careful and make sure that you're not a narcissistic person, because nobody's immune to it. Just like nobody's immune to cheating and all that. Some people say, oh, this person's a cheater and this guy ain't, and this girl ain't, and this girl is. Look, man, anybody can be a cheater. Anybody can be faithful. That's a choice. So when you are picking people, you can't, some people get caught up in this person is faithful and this person ain't. Or let me say it like this: I like this person, but I know he's not faithful or she's not faithful, but I'm gonna try to make her faithful or something. You can't. It's always their choice. It's always somebody's choice to be faithful or not faithful. So every player that you know, if you're a woman, every male player that you know that don't want to settle down or he want to fuck this girl and that girl, understand this dude is capable of being a faithful guy, but he's not going to be. And that's where a lot of women get crossed up at. They know that the guy's capable of it, but what they don't understand is that don't mean he going to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like some of these so-called bad bitches women, they know that they should be a wife, but they know they could be a wife type of woman if they want. They don't want to do that though. It's not that they incapable of it. Of course they are, but they don't want to be, and that's what people got to understand. Just like the narcissistic person, they are capable of caring about other people's feelings and seeing other things other people's way. They just don't care because they don't care about you, and that's my whole point. You are dealing with somebody who just cares about them. They don't care about you. If they cared about you that damn much, if you hurt somebody that cares about you so much, they're going to just leave you alone. I'm not saying they're going to cut you off forever, but they're not going to be saying you ain't shit and I'll do this and that. They're not going to do that to you, man, because they care. Even though they might be mad at you, or maybe they don't want you no more, they still not going to say, I hate you, I wish you would die, I'm going to do this or that. Because you don't do that to people you care about, man. It doesn't matter if I caught a woman in the bedroom with a guy. That don't matter. I cared about the girl. I'm not going to do nothing wrong to her. I'm not going to cuss her out. Well, maybe you might cuss them out and then leave, maybe. But you're not going to be like, man, all on social media or blowing up their phone, bitch, you ain't shit and all that, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to do that. Because look, if you really care about somebody, you don't see them as they ain't shit and they so worthless and all that. You don't see them as that. So why would you be saying that? You're not going to say that because you're not going to try to purposely hurt them. You don't try to purposely hurt people you care about. Even if they hurt you, you just leave them alone. Look, you hurt me, but I care about you and myself too much to hurt you or to hurt myself, so I'm going to leave you alone. That's what people do who care about you. They don't shame you. They don't do all this other extra shit, man. That is not somebody that cares about you. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Oh, he was mad, that's why he punched me in my face. Nah, don't work that way. I could catch a woman red-handed right now cheating in my bed right now. I would not punch her in her face. She would just get the fuck up out my house and I wouldn't speak to her no more. But I care about her enough to not hurt her. She hurt me, but I'm not going to hurt her. You see that? Why? Because I actually respect the person and I don't want to hurt them. That's how you know. This is the number one way you know that somebody, if you somebody out there right now and you in a position where you wonder, does this person really care about me or should I get back with them or whatever? If y'all broke up and they talking all this, I hate you and you ain't shit and I do this and that to you, you got your answer right there. Because if they really cared about you, I don't care how mad you made them, they would either just leave you alone or they wouldn't do that. They would just leave you alone. They would not try to be spiteful toward you. You do not be spiteful toward people you hate. Or should I say you don't like or hurt you. You don't do that. If your kid hurts you, are you going to be spiteful to her? Let me get my kid back. Let me put poison in their cereal or something. You don't do that. Do you do that to your kids? No. Why? Because you love them unconditionally. So yeah, you might be mad at them. You might not want to speak to them, but you're not going to hurt them. You see that? You do not hurt people you care about. That's how y'all know, man. I'm telling y'all right now, if you're in a position where you want to know if somebody really care about you or not, y'all fell out or something, when you fall out, the truth is going to come out. They're going to say, I hate you and all this other shit. Some of y'all going to give them excuses and passes and say, oh, they just mad. I don't give a damn. If you are mad at somebody that you care about, you just stay back. Because you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to, you know how I feel. You don't hurt people on purpose you love. You don't do that. Some people might say, oh, that's just you. People handle it different. Man, I'm telling you right now, a parent that loves their kid does not react in that way. If their kid hurts them, they don't react in that way. You know, y'all giving men passes and shit for punching you in the face, saying, oh, he was just mad. Man, come on, man. If I'm telling y'all right now, if I had a girl and I came home, she was, and I seen her and Gino, I see Gino right here. Her and Gino was in my bed, man. I wouldn't try to fight Gino, and I wouldn't try to do nothing to her. I would simply go. I just would. The only way I would probably try to fight Gino if he's like a brother or a friend, you know what I mean? That's different. It's a little different. But I would not try to hurt that woman, man. So like any ex I've had, you know, I've learned over the years, don't hate your exes, man. You don't gotta like them, you don't gotta speak to them, but don't hate them. Why give them that energy? They don't deserve that energy, for one. For two, if your love for them was really real, how can you turn around now and say you hate them and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you? To me, that's just not real love, y'all. That's not somebody who loves you, man. So again, to recap, if you are in a position where you are broke up with somebody or you don't know if it's gonna work and all that, and they constantly telling you they hate you and all this other shit, and they're gonna do this and I'm gonna do that to you and all this bullshit, they don't really love you, man. They don't. No way around it. It does not matter what they did. If they did something that damn bad, what you would simply do is walk away. And another thing about this, like I said, when it comes to relationships, man, no matter who is right or wrong, you know, everybody could sit back for 30 years and say, oh, you calculate who did more wrong and all this bullshit. Everybody could do that. But what I say about the narcissistic people is they ignore everything they did wrong and they just completely say that you was the one wrong and all that bullshit. So if you out here in the dating world, right, you should steer clear of people who just say it was all my ex's fault. Now, if they just want to tell you the things they ex did, then fine. But if they just clearly say, oh, no, it was all my ex's fault and I don't have nothing to work on, get away from them people, man. Get away from people who think that the other person was the complete reason why the relationship didn't work. Because they're going to bring that same energy to you. They're not going to change. Every time if I'm in a relationship and it don't work, the number one thing, anybody, the number one thing you need to do is, what did I do? What can I do better for the next relationship? You don't look at the ex and, I hate you and all that you ain't going to improve any. You really part of the biggest problem because you don't even see that you did shit wrong. You just point the finger. And you probably was doing that through the whole relationship. Every time something happened, I'm going to point the finger. Oh, now I got an excuse to cheat and all this bullshit. You see what I mean? Narcissistic people will cheat on you, man, and act like you did it. They'll blame you for cheating. If I ever cheated in my life, ain't no woman ever made me go cheat. It was a choice. It was a choice, y'all. It's a choice to cheat. It's a choice to be faithful. Any man can cheat. Every man is going to be tempted. Every man that you with right now, even the faithful ones, he probably would look at somebody like, yeah, fuck that. But that don't mean he gonna do it because he's loyal to that woman or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Because cheating is a choice. It's not like people act like it's some spell. People act like cheating is some spell that's been, or not cheating, not cheating. Like some spell been cast on certain people and they just don't cheat or nah, they just do what's right. It's a choice. People throw themselves at these people every day that are married and in relationships, man. That's why you got to pick the right partner. People don't get it. Like, they act like once they pick somebody, that this shit stops. It don't stop. There's always going to be somebody at a woman or a man. Always. So if you don't got the right one behind your back, you don't stand no chance. And then if you're dealing with narcissistic people, they're going to blame you, man. They're going to blame you for them cheating, man. They know they was dead wrong. You know why I don't worry about narcissistic people and I just leave them alone? You know what I mean? Even if I still wanted a girl, you know why I would leave her alone? Because, for instance, like I said earlier, if I caught a woman in my bed sleeping with another guy, I still would want that woman at that point. I didn't expect that. So even if I would want the woman, I leave that alone. You know why? Because I let God deal with it. See, I don't argue with, you should not argue with narcissistic people after breaking up who's right, who's wrong. Let God decide who's right and who's wrong. I ain't got time for it. Life is going to show who's right and who's wrong. Maybe both of y'all ain't as wrong as you might think. That's another reason why all this finger pointing is childish. If you really cared about the person you was with and it didn't work out, you would not be trying to be mean to them, man. There's no reason. See, narcissistic people don't understand that that person is going through hurt too. They act like it's just them that's sad and hurt and feel like they wasted their time and made a mistake and all that. You ain't the only one. But narcissistic people think they are the only one. So they're going to blame you. I blame you for this hurt. And I didn't do nothing to you. That's bullshit. That's why when I look back on exes, I don't get mad. I don't get mad because it's not all their fault, man. It's just not. You know, an immature person would look at it, yeah, it's all their fault, man. I'm mad at them. I hate them. For one, I chose them. How can... Boy, your phone always blowing up. Nah. That's like different notifications. I had to change my notifications from text messages versus notifications from YouTube, all type of apps and shit. So nah, those my phone be dry for real. I don't be out there like that. I don't be out there like that for what? So I don't need all the extra stress, you know what I mean? But that's all I gotta say, man. Y'all want to know if somebody really care about you, man, and y'all break up, you're gonna find out, man. You know, just like people, like say somebody with a basketball player and then they break up or get divorced. You're going to find out that woman really cared about that guy or not. A woman who really cared about a guy who, say a guy with a lot of money, basketball or something, she's not going to take advantage. Yeah, and the guy's going to be like, you know what, you was my wife and you are down. I'm going to make sure that you straight, or you can come work with me in my businesses or something like that. It ain't going to be no, I hate you. This is how you know, man, when two people break up that really cared and it just didn't work or something, it ain't no hate. It ain't no hate, man. They might feel bitter a little bit and shit like that, but they don't hate each other. They're not going to try, I'm going to get back at you and all this bullshit. I know as far as me, man, I feel like I understand the person, any person I'm in a relationship with, they went through a lot. They put up with a lot. Every relationship is going to require people putting up with shit. It takes energy. It takes time. So therefore, as a overall result of that being that, I'm not going to hate that person, man. Even if they cheated, I might be salty at them for a minute, like, nah, fuck them, they cheated. But I'm not going to go try to purposely hurt them. You see what I mean? Yeah, I might be pissed off at them and not talk to them, but I'm not going to deliberately try to hurt them. Oh, you bitch, you ain't shit. Try to bring them down and all that bullshit that people do. A lot of people out here, man, they purposely try to hurt people, man. Because they're hurt. And sometimes, man, these people ain't even hurt from the relationship with you. It's just other shit. And that's why they probably wasn't happy to begin with in the relationship or in general. But they always gonna blame you or other people for their unhappiness. It's never them. They never look and say, hey, maybe I did this wrong or that wrong. They never look at themselves, man, and consider. Ever. It's always somebody else. In my younger days, I think I was like that to a certain extent, always thinking somebody else's fault. But as I got older, I understand that, you know what, it's best for me to, even if it is somebody else's fault, it's best for me to see what I could have done better. That's the only way you're going to improve and avoid the same shit. If you keep pointing the finger at everybody else and don't look at yourself, at least look at yourself first, you're going to be in the same situations, man. It's not going to change. So let's just say a woman likes bad dudes. If she keeps picking those bad dudes but blame them dudes instead of looking at herself and say, hey, why do I keep liking these people? Well, why? How can I choose better? She's going to end up in the same situation. If it's a cheater and they cheat on people, but I cheated because you did this. Why did I cheat on you? Why did I cheat on you? Why did I leave you? Etc., etc. Always blaming you for their actions so they don't have to feel bad, which is not going to work because shame's still going to cover them because the truth is the truth. You know what I mean? Either way, they're never going to change as cheaters. They're always going to be cheaters because every time they cheat, even with the next person, they're going to blame that person to make themselves feel better and to justify their actions instead of saying, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear me say all the time, man, every ex that I had, I think is a good woman. Even if that ain't even completely remotely correct. But I'm not about to sit here and just say, oh, they so bad. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just say how I felt about them. I mean, it might not be true. Like, they might not really be that good of women. But how I feel about them, I feel like they was good women. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't care. They cheated, said I wish I would die, and they wish I would die and all. That's fine. I'm not worried about that, man. Y'all let God deal with that shit. I ain't got time for that. I don't got time to hate people. I don't got to worry about it, man. I'm not going to worry about it. Period. No point. What does it do for me to hate them? If you really care about somebody, this is where that you actually cared about somebody comes into play. Since you actually cared about them, you don't be sitting around hating them and saying they ain't shit and it's all your fault, we didn't work out and all that bullshit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don't listen to these people, man. They want you to feel bad, man. And this is how they operate. They love shaming. They use shaming tactics to try to get you aroused or get shit out of you and all that. And I know some people who might be watching this video might actually feel like, damn, the shoe fit. Maybe you needed to hear this. Stop that shit, man. You got a lot. It's no different than a man, like say a man, he sleeps around with every woman in the neighborhood. And then you see him on Facebook always saying women need to do this better and that better. This motherfucker, he's the problem, but he not going to admit that. He going to blame it on all the women. Why? Because they cut him off and they don't want to fuck him no more or something. These are narcissistic people, y'all. This is how they get down. It's always somebody else's fault. It's never their fault, man. Oh, I don't have enough money. It's your fault. You know what I mean? Everything is always your fault. That's why you can't be with these people, because it's never going to be enough. All their failures is going to be blamed on you. Everything that happens to them or is happening to them or has happened to them, you're going to get blamed for it. I'm not happy today. It's your fault. I don't have enough money to buy this or that. It's your fault. You should have done it. It's always your fault, man. And then you got people in their ear too. And most narcissistic people, they're going to hang around narcissistic people. So they're going to always take that person's side. A person could be dead wrong. And they friends will say, nah, it ain't you. It's him or her. Dead wrong, though. It is what it is, man. Both people go through something after a breakup. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Especially if they really care. And you're going to find out who really cared by how they act toward you after the breakup. You see what I'm saying? You have a kid. That's why you have a lot of men who have kids by women, right? They break up, and then that man, he doesn't want to take care of his kid, and he's mean towards that woman. Why do you think that is? If he really loved that woman, he would not do that. No way. No way. And if he loved his kid, he definitely wouldn't be doing it. So what are we really talking about? I mean, that's a double-edged sword. This is why a lot of men do this. This is why there's a lot of men who are not taking care of their kids, because they actually hate the baby mama. And on top of that, they really don't like their kid, because if they did, it would not be this way. Same thing, vice versa with women. I'm going to keep my kid away from him and all this bullshit. Any woman who really cared about that guy and care about her kid, if that guy is in a situation where he's like fucking up or something, she might want to, you can see your kid, but it's going to have to be on this type of basis or something, because you out here fucking up or something like that. But she would not be like literally trying to keep the kid from him. or using the kid to hurt him and all this shit. You see after the breakup, you'll find out who really cared and who didn't. And another thing is, one's gonna be on to other people, fucking other people, which they probably was already, and the other person, they're gonna sit back a little bit like, let me just take a break, man. Let me take a break from all this, because they actually care. You know what I mean? So they need a rest. It's true, man. Never let these people make you feel like you some bad person or try to bring you down to some type of level. Because this is what they'll do. This is what they'll do, man. I think I had a situation where somebody cheated on me before. And then I tried to let them come back, but never commit to them yet, right? And then the person still acted the same way. And then sometimes these type of people, they'll get mad at you because you still won't commit to them. You like, oh, man, I wish you would just stop doing this. You already gave them a chance after they went with somebody else. That's bad enough. That was stupid enough. You know what I mean? On top of the fact that they still doing the same shit, and you still trying to give them chances and shit, you know. And they get mad over your little petty shit you do and ignoring the big shit they did. That's crazy to me. That's like a man cheating on a woman all the time and he get mad because a woman had a conversation with another guy on her phone or something. You have some nerve. All the dirt you did, stop. Karma. Something. Whatever. I'm about to get out of here though, y'all, man. All I know is another thing they're going to do is they're going to say that you ain't shit to the public and all that bullshit. Don't know, but don't worry about it, man. You know, when you get the right person, they'll see. You know what I mean? That's why I don't do that. You know, a lot of people feel like, oh, when I get the right person, I'm going to show this person. They're going to be so mad. A person who really loves you is not going to be mad that you found happiness. That's all they ever wanted anyway. That's another thing that people, you could tell by narcissistic people. They'll try to say that you're going to be mad if I find somebody else, blah, blah, blah. Or they'll try to make you jealous with somebody else. Again, trying to hurt somebody that they supposedly care about. Anybody who really cares about somebody would not use the jealous tactic. In other words, I'm with a woman, we break up. I'm not going, look at the girl I got. Trying to hurt people on purpose, man. Come on, man. That person don't care about, you don't care about somebody if you purposely try to hurt them. I don't give a fuck who it is. You do not care about somebody if you purposely try to hurt them. That does not make any sense. Do you purposely try to hurt your kids when you pissed off at them? Okay, we're not talking about whooping and shit. We're not talking about punishment and discipline. I'm literally talking about I'm going to try to hurt this person. No, you don't do that. You know, and some people actually are hurting other people by doing this. I'm going to try to make my ex jealous, but I'm going to get with somebody else that I don't really want, you know. So I need to hurry up and make my ex jealous. Now you playing with two people. Now you hurting two people. Like, this shit it's sickening, man, but it's the truth, y'all. It's how some people are, man. And that's why I keep telling y'all, man, it's deeper than love and attraction and all that. That shit don't matter, man. I mean, that could come after the fact you kind of screen out people. That shit can wait. Put that shit on the back burner. Don't even worry about that first. Y'all be worried about the wrong shit first. You already know if you're attracted to somebody, so fuck all that. Fuck all that studying how attracted. You know if you're attracted to somebody or not. You need to worry about bigger shit, man. You know what I mean? More than that. I already know if I'm attracted to somebody, so you know what's next. What do I need to look at next? But mainly, man, you know, narcissistic people will not be able to be good to a person no matter who it is because they don't look at themselves, man. We all have room for improvement. All of us. Nobody can sit here and say you this and you that. Why? Because we all wrong as shit. You know, that's why it's best for us to sit back and see what the fuck did I do wrong? Or how can I improve? Maybe you didn't do nothing wrong, really. That's impossible. Nobody's perfect. But I mean, maybe you're not really the one who really caused the breakup or something. Or they cheated on you or something. Now all you can do is look back and see what could you have done better. It could be just simply picking wrong. Picking the wrong person for the wrong reasons, whatever. But as the narcissistic people, they're not gonna look at themselves, man. It's all you. And they want you to feel bad, so you'll break down maybe and start chasing them. Or, oh man, if I make this guy feel bad, maybe he'll just start cashing out of his bank account or something. All this dumb shit, man. Like, it's crazy how people do things, man. But this is what they do, man. So don't be a victim to it, man. They love to shame you. They love to make you try to feel bad, to try to get shit up out you or something, you know. But they need to start looking at themselves, man. That's all I gotta say about it, man. So, you know, as far as me, any girl I've ever been with or in the future, I'm not shaming them, man. That's the young me, the childish me. I know better now. Like, even then, I still didn't try to hurt people and all that bullshit. Not perfect, but I never really, like, literally tried to, I'm gonna bust her windows out and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and all that bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just not, it's not good, man. So, you know, I just feel like it shows that the person doesn't really care about you. You know what I mean? There's no other way around that. I'm hurt. Okay, you're hurt, right? A person's hurt, right? You still, if I was hurt by somebody, you know, I'm not going to run to do that person wrong. They'll say, oh, I should have listened to everybody else. You this, you that. It's just things they say, man. Like, the bigger person would be like, man, I'm just going to leave this person alone. I don't want to hear this shit. Because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to deal with it. Somebody I care about, we don't work out. She, like I said, she could be in a bed with another guy. I'm not about to be blowing up her phone and you this and you that and I'm gonna bust your windows out. I ain't got time for that. I cared about that person and they hurt me. Okay, now it's time to leave them alone. It's not that simple, but it is that simple. You cared about somebody that hurt you. Why the fuck would you try to hurt them back? That makes you just as bad as them. And it shows that you don't care about them. It doesn't matter how bad you hurt. You still respect them. You know, you got women showing you, a woman mad at a man. I look at the guy I'm with and showing you pictures or something like that. I've never stooped to that level. I'm mad at a woman or she cheated on me. Oh, look at the girl I got. I'm going to fuck this bitch. Man, come on, man. The reason why I don't do that is because I actually cared about the person. Yeah, they hurt me. That's fine. Life will fix all this. Life will fix when people hurt you. That's why I don't have to try to hurt somebody's feelings. If I'm with a woman, she cheats or something, I'm gonna try to hurt her feeling. You know, life already knows who's right and wrong. We can sit and argue all day long. People who are breaking up with each other, y'all can sit and argue till y'all blue in the face. I'm gonna tell you dead in a casket. Don't matter. Life gonna decide who right and wrong, because life knows. Life knows people's hearts. Life knows your heart when you did what you did, or what you was doing, or whatever. So the narcissistic people, they like to psych themselves out. They want to feel better about what they did, you know, a lot of times, so they want to blame it on you. Or maybe you did something after they did something to you. But they can't handle it. But when they did it to you, you were supposed to just handle it. You wasn't supposed to get mad or nothing. It's okay when they do it. But if they do it to them, for instance, a male player, he could fuck around with every woman he wants and all this and let a woman do it to him. Or reject women and not want to commit or whatever and let it happen to him. Now he don't know. He got a gun to his head about to commit suicide or something. Or all women ain't shit, blah, blah, blah. But yet you did the same shit they was doing. That's narcissistic people, man. They don't consider. They don't. That's why they do. How can you be a player if you have to be, in order to be a player, you gotta be narcissistic. Because you're playing with people's feelings. There's some people who actually think, I don't care about that. Oh, they knew what it was from the beginning and all that. You know that most people still gonna try to fuck with you to hope that it turns into something. So you still playing with somebody's feelings a lot of times. That's why I try to be a player like before. Like, man, I'm tired of getting hurt. Let me do what these guys are doing. I couldn't even do it. I can't. Because I know that certain people's feelings they could get involved, or you could hurt people. I don't like hurting people. I don't want that to come back on me. I want to deal with that karma. Plus, I care about other people's feelings. Just because I don't want a person don't mean I don't care. Same thing with an ex or something that want to break up with you or cheated on you. Just because you care about them don't mean that I want them to feel pain. I don't want them to feel what they gave to me. Even though it's going to happen, I don't want it to. You know what I'm saying? Some of the exes in the past, like some of the shit they did, I wouldn't want somebody to do that to them. I mean, it sounds good, especially at the time if it just happened, somebody just did something to you. But at the end of the day, I don't wish bad on nobody because I want good to happen to me. So by me wishing bad on other people, you can expect that the universe energy, God, whatever you want to call it, is more than likely going to dish some stuff out on you that you are wishing on other people. That's why when you dealing with people who hurt you and shit, it's just best to leave them alone. That's the best thing to do, man. There's no other way around this, man. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. But I'm not going to let nobody steal my joy, man. Nobody. I refuse to do it. That goes for males, females, whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't want, I'm not cool enough to kick it with you because you want to be on some dumb young nigga shit and all that. That's fine. Have a nice time. Knock yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Knock yourself out. Oh, I'm not good enough for you because I won't act a certain way. I don't smoke blunts as far as women and shit like that. That's fine. Go get that guy that you think better. Ain't nobody got time to, oh, you a bitch and you stuck up and all that. That's fine. Let it be. Life is too short. Life is too short to be arguing with people, hating on people and all this bullshit, man. And sometimes these narcissistic people out their own mouth will say, you're a good person. Then they'll turn around and say, you ain't shit. Out their own mouth will say, oh, I know you love me. I know you love me for sure. But then the next thing you know, you don't love me, blah, blah, blah. It's all a game, man. It's all tactics and shaming to make you feel a certain way or to get something out of you or to try to disturb your peace because you're peaceful enough to leave them alone. Since they want to be on fuckery. See, a lot of times they want you to stay in their little fuckery. They want to fuck around with other people, but they don't want you to leave. Some male players are very, very guilty of this. They don't want you, but they'll get mad when you up and find another guy. You would say he just wanted to fuck you, right? And then you leave him alone. And he just wanted to fuck, right? And you leave him alone. And now you ain't shitting all this. Because you simply said, man, you know what? This dude don't want to fuck with me like that. I'm going to leave him alone. They get mad at that. You got some women on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that getting mad because you won't show them attention. Even though they don't want you, they just mad because you won't show them attention because it's all about them. Man, fuck him. He won't like my shit or he won't like my business page or something. Fuck that. You know, it's sad that people are like that, man, but that's why a lot of people, you get what you deserve sometimes in life. Not always. You know, bad stuff happens to good people. But for the most part, yeah. And I'm not going to keep rambling on about this shit because I got to go work out. But I know I'm a good person, so I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Am I a perfect person? Nope. Is there a lot of things I could have done wrong in every relationship or right or different in every relationship? Of course. That's why I sit back and look at myself. You know what I mean? But to say that I've never been with a woman who couldn't have done better or shouldn't have done certain things and all that and as if they was just some perfect person and it's all my fault, or vice versa, I was a perfect person and it's all their fault, that's a bunch of bullshit. And anybody who feel that way is just, they lying to themselves to feel better. They know they did some shit they shouldn't have done. Nobody's perfect, so therefore everybody's gonna do some shit in a relationship they shouldn't. You just gotta try to make sure it's some shit that make sure it's not some shit that can't be fixed. That's all. But back to that shit, man. You gotta understand, a lot of these people, they gonna get mad because you don't want to fuck with them no more. Or maybe you do want to fuck with them, but you're not willing to put up with their bullshit. So you like, fuck it. You know, you say a woman, say you like, man, all right, I'm gonna try to work on it with this woman, but yet this woman keeps saying that you ain't shit and pointing a finger at you and all that. You be like, all right, fuck it, I'll just block the girl's number, leave her alone. She'll get mad because you don't want to feed into that arguing and that misery. Or he will get mad because you don't want to keep feeding in his misery, or keep sleeping with him. You want to actually find a relationship with some other guy, or you found one with some other guy. He mad at you for that. Even though he didn't want to give it to you, he mad at you. Everybody fake, real is rare, blah, blah, blah. Why? Because they don't want to just fuck you, and they realize that you ain't about to do nothing but just try to fuck them. So now you mad. Now you got to come up with all this bullshit. That's narcissistic people, man. That's what they do. Sometimes y'all women got to realize that when it comes to men. You might think he's mad because he cares or something. Nah, he just mad because you're not going to keep fucking him no more. You're not going to let him keep having his way, basically. And that's the same thing with some females. Oh, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. In the moment you like, man, I ain't about to, I'm not, this girl just the other day said that I wasn't shit. I ain't about to buy her this or that. You know, they're going to get mad at you. They're going to say you ain't shit. Shaming tactics. This is what they do. Completely ignore the fact that they disrespect you. Or I'll just go fuck with another nigga tonight. As if you just going to forget that. And now 2 days later, because you don't want to comply and do what they want, they ignore that. They forget the fact that they just completely disrespected you by saying, I'll fuck with another nigga, fuck you. As if words don't mean nothing. They do mean something. When you really respect somebody, fuck the care about. Fuck care, love, respect. Because that, even you still would respect, you care about somebody too. But let's just stick to the respect factor. If you respect a girl or a guy, you're not going to do that. I don't care how mad a woman makes me. I'm not going to be like, fuck you, I'm about to go fuck somebody else. Or you're not going to do that because you care about them. Even if you mad or even if you don't want them, you still care about them. You're not going to purposely try to hurt them. This is how y'all know that a lot of people y'all dealing with, I know some people out there, they don't care about you. If they did, they would care about how you feel. They would not try to purposely make you hurt. They just wouldn't. If they are hurt that damn bad, if you hurt somebody that damn bad, why would they try to turn it back on you if they really cared about you? They're not going to do that. If your kid really hurt you so bad, are you going to turn around and hurt your kid back? I wouldn't think you would. I don't know, man. But I don't know, man. Like I said, man, this world's one crazy ass place, man, and only the strong gonna survive, man. You know, I'm not letting nobody destroy my peace, man. I thank God for, everything. Everything might not go my way and stuff like that. That's fine. You know what I mean? You got to learn to live with certain things and deal with certain things. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, y'all. But I'm going to leave y'all alone, man. Just understand, man, that this is how these people operate, man. And we could talk about this shit for hours, for real, but I gotta do what I gotta do, man. Get in here before I don't feel like it no more. But y'all wonder why I feel like I could just, this is why I'm so content with just being alone. When I say alone, I'm not always talking about like a relationship or something. I mean, like, as far as like, I don't have to have crowds of people around, a bunch of friends and shit, because most people, they own this type of shit. And I know what some people will say, well, maybe you're the problem or something like that. I'm not saying that people are hard to get along with. I'm just saying, like, most of the time when you get real close to people or let people get real close to you, some bullshit usually comes up out of it. I'm not saying I'm not a people person. I'm about to go in the gym. I'm sure there'll be people I'll be able to conversate with and all that. I don't have a problem with nobody. But at the same time, this is why sometimes it's best to just kind of, keep your space from people. Deal with people from a distance, because this is what people do. Everybody don't think like you. Everybody don't care like you. They don't think the same way as you. They don't have the same views as you as far as how you should treat people or what you should and should not do. Some people think it's okay to slash somebody's tire because they cheated on you or something like that, or whatever the case may be. Or even if just because they don't want to fuck with you no more, or whatever the case, or because you mad at them. So now I'm mad at you, so now I'm going to get you back. Some people think that way. Some people don't. My view on it is, though, if you really care about somebody, they made you mad, you might not want to talk to them for a while or something, maybe a day or something like that, but you don't be saying they ain't shit and I'm gonna get you back and all this bullshit, you know what I mean? And some of these people, man, they got so much dirt. You know, they mad at something you did wrong, but they completely know what they did wrong. If they would look at the shit that maybe they not perfect about and the shit they did wrong, it would probably make them not want to judge other people so harshly on the things that they did wrong. But since they only look at themselves, or since they only point the finger at other people and only care about themselves, that's what makes them so angry at other people. They don't look at the shit they done to make them think, well, maybe, you know what, I was kind of fucked up too, you know, so I'm not that mad about that person, you know what I mean, at that person, because I did some shit too. But they don't do that. They constantly look at them, and I mean you, not them, and that's why they react the way they do. This is why men punch women in the face and all this other dumb shit, you know, because ultimately they only care about themselves, man. This is why a man will fuck her, let her take care of the kid and all this. I'm gonna try to hurt her, you know what I mean? I'm gonna hurt her and her life by not taking care of my own kid. This is why they do this. That's why they do this, man. It's a crazy world, y'all.